Sorry, guys. This is Martin Rising with Humanist Steven, and this is Humanist Steven on the show. And if you are here tonight, please just press the share button and let's invite people to the show. It's going to be a very interesting time tonight, and we'll see how fast we're going to be brief in our discussion tonight. Okay, we're going to make sure we'll see how fast we can go. And if you are here tonight, please just press the share button. So I just want to share this, share the broadcast. Let's discuss. Let's discuss. See how we can move forward. Thank you, everyone. If you are here, please just press the share button, guys. Please just press and invite people in. You can send this broadcast to your WhatsApp, to your groups and all that. So we get as much people as possible. Okay, guys. So I'm just trying to see if I can get it on there.
No, we're sleeping. No, it's it. Don't sleep.
So, guys, thank you very much. Those of you watching me right now, you're welcome to the show. Welcome to Matter Rising with Humanist Steven. And this evening, we're going to have a very brief, by the grace of God, how possible it can be, a very brief one tonight. And if you'll be following me in the past few weeks right now, or a month now, I'll be discussing the United States and Nigeria. That has been my very utmost concern, and I'm continually to say that and see how I can do to keep it going. Okay, guys, just press the share button and just get people into the show. Yeah, Joseph, good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Please just share as you come in, just share, sir. Let's share this broadcast today because we need to talk more about this. We really need to talk more. Everybody just share. Everybody just share. Let all of us just share. We really need to talk about this. Okay. I'm just trying to wait for people. We just 4 here right now. Just 4 guys on the show. So I'm just trying to wait for guys to just come in a little bit while we start the show tonight. Yeah, I this very particular topic came up this evening after I saw a video that was done yesterday by some of our brothers, and today again I saw another one that was done by my very good friend Ijele Speaks. And I saw the division, and it's really getting me worried as a man who is fighting for unity. Please, guys, share the show, share this video, guys. I don't know what is happening today. I'm not really getting so much. It's already 6 minutes. We still have about 4 persons on the show. That looks so very, very funny. After 6 minutes, we have 4 persons on the show. It's funny. Okay, it's really, really funny. Okay, it's really funny. It's really, really funny. Okay, without wasting time, let me just start so that we can close on time because we already spent 5 minutes behind schedule. Okay, guys. Like I said, today I saw my friend, my brother, Ijele Speaks. It was on live this evening around 5 o'clock or thereabout, and he was speaking on the issues concerning the Eastern Security Network, and also there were also this Mazeze, one Igwe, and one Mayor, one Isaac, and one Prince, and who were also on more like a conference meeting yesterday, and they were also deliberating on the same issue. I took my time yesterday to actually listen to the guys that was in the evening. I also took my time to listen to Ijele at the time I went into his show. And what I saw is what I'm really pleading engaged. There is high level of disunity among us the South. I don't know why, and it's really breaking my heart. I must say the least. I must be very frank to you guys. It's breaking my heart. But I understand everybody. We all have different way of thinking. We all have different way of operation. We have different way of presenting our issues. We have different way of doing what we need to do. But my understanding is this: we can actually sit down and get these things done. Yeah, we can actually sit down and get this done. Okay, I watched a video today when Asari Dokubo was speaking. He was a little bit worried about the insecurity in the South. He was talking about it in his video, and he was saying the way the Gambaris from Futajelo is coming to Nigeria, invading Nigeria soil is scary, and if guys are taking what happened during the time of Usman Danfodio, how they came from Futajelo into Sokoto State, and they came as a trader, but they finally ended up killing, maiming, and destroying lives and property in Sokoto State, and he felt a little bit not too okay with that, and he was praying that it is time the governors of the Southern State should wake up to their responsibilities and try to protect the lives and properties of their citizenry. And when he was saying that, I was looking, okay, you're actually making a very valid point, Asari Dokubo, making a very valid point. But how can we actually fight these people when we are divided? How can we actually fight these guys from Senegal, from Mali, from Gabon, from Rwanda, from Equatorial Guinea, from what is it called, the Niger Republic, from Chad, who are bent on taking over the ancestral lands of the Southern Nigerians? How can we fight them when we are actually fighting ourselves? That is my question. That is my worry right now, guys. We all know the pending doom that is awaiting the Southern Nigeria. We all know what is about to happen to us as a people. We all know the massive inflow of these Fulanis from other parts of West Africa and Africa into Nigeria. It's no more an hidden thing. It is becoming very glaring. Now, having seen all this mayhem that's about to unfold before our very eyes, what are we doing to avert it? What is now our job in averting this very particular predicament that is about to unfold? When Ijele was speaking today, he spoke about the insecurity in the South. Asari Dokubo was speaking today, he spoke about the insecurity in the South. Mazi Eze Ifa Nchuku was speaking yesterday, he spoke about the insecurity in the South. When Magnus was speaking the other day, he spoke about the insecurity in the South. When Omoyele Sowore came to the Southern Zone meeting, he spoke about the insecurity in the South. When Barsadele came in, he spoke about the insecurity in the South. Even when Wasma came in, Wasma Jai, he spoke about the insecurity in the South and in the North, the insecurity in the entire nation. Now, my question to my brothers who are now actually fighting each other is this. If we who are supposed to unite to be at the forefront of the battle against the invasion of these guys from Futajelon, not the regular Hausa we have in Nigeria, who we actually carrying sticks, not the regular Hausas or Fulani who we have, who normally help us to tear wood, not the regular Hausa Fulani we have, who normally, help us to fetch water, be our gate man, kind, lovely set of people. The ones we now have now are Fulanis who come to the South with AK-47, AK-49, pump actions. They don't have who now become killer squad. Some of these people are actually the Boko Harams who had left their camp, going into the South, getting prepared to launch an attack on the southern Nigeria. All in the guise of cattle headers. These Boko Harams understood that as a cattle header, because they are not actually registered, they have a registered body, but the registered body cannot actually account for every of these cattle rearers, these headers, who are migrating from God knows where into the South. They can't give a reasonable account for them. The Boko Harams now, they involved in cattle rustling, steal people's cattle, put them in trucks with 5, 6, 7, or 10 Boko Harams commandants, send them to the South, all in the gags, discussing us and others, but they're actually the Boko Haram spillover. The number two set of people who are actually running, cattle herding in Nigeria, in the south, are the people who are actually imported by the Métis. You remembered when there was this Fulani herders war in the Middle Belt. The Métis said they were ready, that the entire Fulani in Africa are ready to defend their Fulani brothers in Nigeria. You also remember Nasir El-Rufai once said that when there was this massacre in Kaduna State, that he went as far as to Mali and to Senegambia to go and plead with them and pay them some ransoms for them to stop killing our people in Kaduna State. This was on a live interview on Chinese television. And he said in that very particular TV show that he said, and I quote, that a Fulani man, if you kill a Fulani man, Fulani man has one thing in their life they never forgive. Please, guys, share this video, guys. Thank you very much. They never forgive. They are ready to repay back whatsoever you've done against them, even in 100 years to come. They are very unforgivable. That was the exact word of Malam Nasir El-Rufai. Now, I haven't seen the two categories of people we now have in the South as herders. The spillover of the Boko Haram and the hired machineries from outside Nigeria. All of them are now being stationed along all the forests in the southern part of the country. I just heard today that Ubiaja Road has become a death trap. That kidnapping is happening every day on that road. All courtesy of the Fulani herders. Benin Ore Road, Lagos Ibadan Express, Kaduna Abuja Road, Benin Auchi Abuja Road. All the territories, all the road, major roads in the south have been taken over by these rampaging, blood-sucking Fulani herdsmen, who are either a spillover of Boko Haram or an imported machineries to fight for land in the south of Nigeria. I haven't forgotten also, about a year or 2 years ago, there was a proposal by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture to actually make Ruga a rural settlement for all Fulanis around the 36 states of the Federation, particularly in the south, whereby a land is as big as a whole local government will be handed over to them. Schools will be built. Electricity will be provided. They said the reason why they wanted to cap them somewhere. And this man, Femi Adesina, came and said on a live video, I think it was with Arise News, if I'm not mistaken. He said, What will it profit you? To have your life and lose your land, or to have your land and lose your life? So he gave us an option as a Southerner to choose either to allow the Fulani herders take over our land in peace, or they will kill us and take over our land. This, what I just said now, is still in the public domain. Please, guys, I'm pleading with you guys, share this video, guys. Now, I've been giving these entire narratives of what is happening in the South as a result of the invasion of these rampaging killers called Fulani herders. Is it not just enough for every Southerner, whether you're from the East, from the West, or the South, to actually sit down and start atomizing the best possible way in which you can be able to protect your land, to protect your people, and to protect your generation and your cultural inheritance? Like I always say, I don't support any of these guys. You all know that. I'm just a one-man squad. I'm the one preaching unity. Every other one is on their own, but I believe in united we stand, in division we collapse like a pack of cards. It would be nice if these guys can sit together, start having a very robust discussion. We can't fight this fight the way we are actually going. I know Ejele Speaks would have made some silly mistakes. It's human. That's possible. I know Asari Dokubo would have made some silly mistakes. It's human. That's possible. I know Buddha Civila would have made the same mistake. They are human. It is possible. Is it grandson who's always attacking the Igbos? Yeah, it is human. It is possible. Any of these guys who are actually agitating for a better Southern Nigeria today, they are human beings. So their idea is only based on their level of understanding. Not because they want to undermine other people. No, they just felt this is who they are. They expect people to understand them based on their own concept of operation. It is understandable. But there is an adage that says, it is better for us to disagree in order for us to agree than for us to agree and disagree. So the level of disagreement between, these leaders of thoughts in the concept of the Southern Nigeria protection is nothing wrong at all. It is actually a welcome development by people of my kind. For there to be unity, first there has to be disagreement. Because our differences have to be laid on the table. Our differences have to be discussed. Our differences have to be put before the public domain for scrutinies. The one that not pass the people's scrutiny will be accepted. Those that does not pass in will be dumped aside and will move on as one body. For you to be united, you just know you can be able to hide some secret. It is not workable. It is not attainable because the unity will not last. Any relationship that is being based on pretense doesn't last the test of time. So it's quite understandable. But my plea is this: despite you have your differences, there should be a common ground. which is the South. Your common ground where everybody needs to meet. Your compromising position should be the South, which is under siege as we speak right now. All the butchers in the South have been practically taken over by this rampaging, unrelentless land grabbers called the Fulani terrorist organization, who are parading the streets and the forests of our people as elders, but practically they are criminals or they are machineries sent to put fear in the mind of an average Southern Nigeria. Many of you guys has a lot of followers who actually believe in your concept of freedom. Many of you guys has a command of young, able-bodied youths who are actually ready and listens to you when you give your commands. Many of you guys have a lot of influence over some very well established authorities within the Southern region. But we have not been able to enhance or to move forward because of the unnecessary disunity that we have created as a result of our ego and pride. When I listened to all of them, from Nnamdi Kanu to all of them, I understood that what there is actually eminent in all of these guys is pride. The syndrome we call I know it all syndrome, I too know, ITK. That's actually the problem of the South of Nigeria. That is why, from the beginning, from the concept of the nation called Nigeria, the South has not been able to produce one leader. Even within an ethnical state, it has not been able to even produce one. But every Southerner believes he has the ability, the capability, the model to rule everybody. That has put us in the mess that we find ourselves today. I am crying out to you guys. We must wake up right now and do the needful. Otherwise, we must end up, or we might end up, in a state that we never bargained for. Go ask the people of Kogi State. Go ask the people of Kwara State. Go ask the people of Benue, Plateau, Adamawa, Taraba, Nasarawa. They will speak to you expressly how disunity has put them in these very perilous times they are going through in that region or that geopolitical zone of the nation. Yet Fulani enemy have been able to penetrate every nook and cranny of that zone. Guys, we still have mothers at home. We still have fathers at home. It is still possible. We can remedy the situation now that it hasn't gone out of hand. If we don't, we might end up being among those that would have said, I know. Would have been, it is too late to cry when the head is off. Now that they have not been able to carry out their heart, it would have been better for you guys to put your differences aside, work as a team to fight the common cause that will bring betterment of the southern Nigerian state. The Southerners should stop fighting each other because the invaders are preparing themselves for an attack. We have allowed ourselves to be used and being used since the inception of Nigeria by leaders who were supposed to have protected us from the hands of these invaders who are bent on taking our lands and raping our mothers, our wives, and our daughters. Unity is the only solution to the problem of the South. We do not have a Southeast, a South-South, or a Southwest, but we only have a Southern Nigeria. Where we all came from before the colonial masters forcefully married us to the union called Nigeria. For the nation to move forward, we need a united South with one aim and objective in mind. These crops of leaders can't produce such leadership at this point in time. And so we need the youth to lead by uniting together to produce a qualitative leadership for a better Southern Nigeria of our dreams. If guys, you see me now, I'm so fagged out. I sleep 3 hours every day in the last 1 month because of the burden I'm carrying for the South. Like I said in one of my videos, the northern Nigeria are violent prone. They fight to survive. They are nomadic in nature. Most of these Fulanis are more like animals. Do you know why they can butcher human being? Butcher, dismantle, dismembered human beings, and they smile. It is their way of life. They live in the forest. They deal with animals. That's why they are barbaric. They are still in the Stone Age, where killing means nothing to them. Number two, the religion which they also practice by the people who not teach them this religion, because most of them can't read. They aren't that educated. So they are being taught the Quran in a way to please this very myopic, greedy, selfish leaders. You only teach them the very wicked, barbaric nature of the Quran, which was written thousands of years back when civilization hasn't come to place. They had them to believe if you do this, you're going to go to wherever place you are going to. And most of them had not been able to not follow, get adapted to that nature. See, killing someone is part of the profit of making paradise with 7 virgins attached to you at the gate of your heaven. So you understand very carefully that there are many reasons why these guys are so brutal when it comes to their operations. They are nomadic in nature. They are very backward. They are still very, very backward. And some part of the religion that is being taught to them by some wicked, senseless leaders, and also giving them a backup to their way of life, then they are ready to do anything at any time without looking back, not feeling remorse over what they do. If we keep quiet, if we keep fighting ourselves for no reason, best not to me, we might end up one day in the belly of the anaconda, being battlefield by the northern oligarchies. They've used the divide and rule system on our fathers. They succeeded. They use the same divide and rule system for our forefathers. They succeeded. Now they're using the same divide and rule system for you. And you are about to fall into the same trap. If we don't do the needful, many of us will come back and say, there was a guy who was always preaching unity, who stood for the only way we can win the battle is for us to unite together. Then you remember me. When your land would have been taken over from you, the way Benue was taken over, the way Plateau was taken over, the way even Sokoto State, there was an Hausa state, was taken over. I'm not yet today. In my evening classes, I try to explain. In the morning, I go into news. Then we now go expand on it. But in my evening, that's why I take my evening very cool. Whatever it is, we can settle this. We can, if we want to. We can break this barrier. We can make this workable. We can create this template of unity. I know trust is very expensive, but we can try it for the sake of the South. If we really love the South, if we really love the Indibos, if we really love the Niger Deltas, if we really love the Oduduwas, let us put our differences aside. Let us unite as one. Let us form a formidable force. Let us defend our lands. Let us defend the vulnerable in our society. Let us defend our old women, our old men who cannot run when the battle begins. Let us defend our wives. Let us defend our daughters who become victims of rape and sexual assault by these uncircumcised elders. They've raped our women. You know, some of us don't feel it because actually it's not our sister, or it's not our mother, it's not our auntie, maybe it's not our wives. So, okay, what does it matter? They raped a lot of people. You can imagine the guy, these people, they don't bath. They don't bath. Some of them have not even bathed for 2 years. You can imagine such a man penetrating our own mother. Just imagine this in your brain. Guys who actually penetrate cows in the forest when they are on heat. No talk of this same group of, come on, guys. If any one of you, listen, you guys have money. You live in Europe. Those who live in Nigeria, you're wealthy. You have protection. It's okay. I live here. I can afford protection if I want to. I can. If I'm in Nigeria for 2 months, 3 months, I can afford protection every day. I can pay for it. I can. But the issue is this. If I can pay for protection, can my mother pay for protection? Can all my siblings pay for protection? Can my street people, can my family, can my friends, can my community pay for it? Can that poor innocent woman who must go to the farm to fend before she can eat, can she pay for the kind of protection that you and I can pay for? That is my worries. When you hear that these very dirty, smelly, stinking, uncircumcised Philistines rape our mothers in the forest. Sometimes, some of them that even survived. Do you know the trauma and the stigma that has been attached to such an incident? Knowing the disgusting nature of these guys committing this havoc. Do you also know how they kidnap our mothers, our sisters on the highway? They take them into the forest and they rape all of them. Do you know how also they rape our men? These guys. This is the trauma most people are carrying today, that some of them cannot be able to tell their story because of the stigma that will go with it. Some of them are psychologically destroyed all their lives because of what they went through, if they succeed to be alive in the hands of these people. Our mothers can't go to the forest anymore to farm. Even our fathers, elderly men, can't go to the forest anymore to farm. They are already trying to create like a war around us, trying to starve us to death, that will start begging for food. Then they will strike when we become vulnerable, due to the reason why we don't have enough to eat anymore. And rather for us to sit down as the leaders of the youth of our time, we are here on the social media space, fighting each other, creating unnecessary tension. Creating unnecessary tension. Having to put a very, very unbalanced ideas together. Where you guys can actually come together, call each other, and try to release out what the issues you guys have between yourselves. If not for you, but for the love that you have for your people. Castigating each other, downgrading each other, destroying one another will not help in these circumstances. We all are facing one common enemy, who are all around you and I, who have surrounded us already. So fighting ourselves means nothing to me. They're already out there in our forests. on the highways, in our waterways. They've taken over practically every aspect where we don't live in. In our villages, because most of us migrated from the village, most of all the youth, because of of greener pasture, we left the village, we came to the city. Some of us left and went abroad. They took over our villages. They now live in our father houses that we abandoned in the village. They now controls everything. They know all the corners in our forests. Rather for us to sit down together, have a round table talk, put our differences aside, our egos aside, and communicate as one. But no, we are here fighting, trying to create a platform whereby this will not say, no, guys, we have gone beyond that right now. We can't continue like this. It's not possible. If you want to get the South out of this mess, we must unite. One part of that nation cannot fulfill this whole thing. It is not possible. It's not possible. One. No. The entire South needs to be together to fight this cause. There's nothing more we can do, guys. I know what unity can create. If you have a broom is one of the most easiest thing to break when it's worn. One broom can be broken. But we have a bunch of broom, it becomes impossible. Even the most strongest man cannot break a bunch of broom. The most strongest man can even bend an iron, can break a wood. But it is very next to impossible for the most strongest man to break a bunch of broom. That is what unity is all about. When we have that level of unity as a people, then nothing is impossible for us to do. We can move all the mountains in the world. We can restructure the South to the way and manner we like. I know many people are calling for secession. If that is what you want, you can't do it alone without the collaboration, the cooperation of all the Southerners. So you must come to the roundtable talk to have a united South first. Then you have your brothers watching your backs. You have your sisters watching your backs. Then and then only you have what it takes to do what you intended doing, my brothers. The North doesn't want that. But does the entire South want that? If yes, have we actually sit that together as a Southerner and make our demands known to these people who feel they own Nigeria? They says no, we have not. The Igbo speaks, the Niger Delta speaks, the Yoruba speaks independently, separately. So therefore, they don't take our words serious. But the moment the entire leadership, not these crops now, who have actually failed us, who will not want to change, to alter the status quo because it is actually to their benefit. Okay, guys? So what I'm saying now to them is stupid. because it will not benefit what they believe in. So they're going to tell you, okay, we are not going to have anything to do with it because it's not going to benefit us. It's not to our benefit. It's not to what we actually believe in. And so therefore, we're not going to be part of it. But we who have been able to carve out some level of followership of the youth to ourselves, we can begin to speak together, have a rapport, see how we can go about what we believe in. Let's share ideas. Let's see how we can be able to come together. And you will see that we'll start having a more workable Southern Nigeria. But the moment, instead of us doing that, we blast each other, we insult each other, we downgrade each other, we destroy each other, we create something that is not working, we say a lot of things that is out of place, all because we want to make a political correctness, or we want to gather momentum and get followers to our side. We are not dividing the South into two, for and against the same people. Where are the people who are planning to invade you, the people who are planning to take over your land, does not have any for or against. The people who are actually planning to take over your land do not have any for or against. Rather, they are hell-bent on doing what they have been told to do. You are saying Sari is not good, Kano is not good, Ijele is not good, Wode Sevilla is not good, Magnus is not good, Grasa is not good, Humanity is not good, this is not good, that is not good. We are already creating a weak center by the way and manner we downgrade and destroy each other. We need to put that aside, my brothers. Some of you are older than me. Some of you are older than you. We need to put this aside. Whoever that is your problem, speak it out. Talk to the people you need to talk to. If possible, if you can have a time, sit down together, have a robust discussion. Maybe you might get a common ground where you can end your wars so that we can unite together. This will they get plano. This will they get plano. You guys don't know. There's some information that we'll get that fear will not let us to bring it to the social media. There's some information we get, fear will allow us to bring it to the social media. If we do it, we'll be picked up the next day. But we are saying we are getting very close. We are getting very close. We are getting very close to losing it. We are getting this close to losing it. If we fail to add L to what is happening in the South. Very, very close. Many of you will remember when the time comes, if you refuse to harden to this very particular plead from me. I'm not going to listen, guys. The truth is this: I'm going to do this pleading till the end of the year. By the end of the year, by next year, 1st January, I'm not going to talk about pleading anymore. If they listen, it's good. If you don't listen, it's fine. Because many of us, if you live abroad just like me, you have what it takes to take your family abroad if war engulfs Nigeria. That's true. You have it. But does everybody actually have it? The answer is no. So when I'm talking right now, I'm not talking for me. I'm talking for those people who cannot. Those people who cannot speak for themselves or defend themselves. Politics is over, guys. Someone is telling me I should tell Obaseki to pay salaries. Guy, politics is over. We're done with politics. I'm done with election. I've moved on to another phase. I am a humanist. I believe in human sanctity. What I do today is not politics. If politics comes again, I see a candidate that adhere to what I believe in, I go to the person. When I'm done with politics, win or lose, I move on to what I believe. My belief is to fight for humanity, particularly the South, where I came from. So we can do the unimaginable, guys. Let us not just sit down and allow things to deteriorate to a level whereby it will become unreconcilable. Let us not give room for that. That is the divide and rule system. They will make you to have a reason to hate your brother. Yeah, they'll give you a reason. 1,001 reason to hate your brother. But I'm one kind of hell of a guy. One reason for me to love you will destroy every other reason for me to hate you. That is my principle. People know me. And many people are watching me here today. If you offend me today, tomorrow you call me, we talk. As if it never happened. If you offend me today, and we quarrel today, we fight. Tomorrow you call me, I'm going to pick up your phone and talk with you as if nothing ever happened. That is my life. That has been my principle, my way of doing things. The reason I do that is because life is too short. And two, I might need you tomorrow, unknowingly to me and to my children. My son might come after your daughter tomorrow. Your daughter might come after my son tomorrow. I don't even know where we're going to meet. As Satanás must start thinking in this direction. That's why unity is a key word. Emeka John, good evening, sir. It's a key word we need right now in the South. Not all this fight. It doesn't worth it at all. If your brother makes a mistake, you feel it's a mistake, call your brother. Just call him. Try to talk to him. write him. If you can't call him, write him. If he doesn't reply, write him. If he doesn't reply, look for people that you know that are close to him, write him. Mistakes are bound to happen, guys. None of us is perfect. None human on earth is perfect. We all have our flaws as human beings. We all have one. All of us. Including me. Even my own even worse. My own worse die. I make mistakes anyhow. That's why I tell people, guys, I'm not perfect. So if you are following me, know that you are following an imperfect man. But that is learning to be perfect. That's who I am. I don't know anything. I did not even go to school at all. So I am brain dead. So I need you guys to guide me so that I don't make mistakes. My being able to command you guys to be here. We're talking about the sadness. First of all, the leaders of the South, governor, the leaders of the South are the one that is creating this disunity. So when I talk about entity now, when I talk about persons now, this person have followers, which make them an entity. You get what I'm saying now? Okay? Now, let's take, for example, one of the Kanu is a one man. Okay? But under the Kanu is an entity. Because it controls millions of the Ipoh family from the eastern region. Ijele speaks is one man. He also have his own people that he controls from the same eastern region. Ubazurike is a one man. He also have his own people he controls from the same eastern region. This barrister, Emekeseri, is one man. He also have his people he controls from the same eastern region. Then will not come down to the southwest. The same thing. 90% of the Southwesterner do not subscribe to the grandson idea of secession of Oduduwa. No. We have the OPC there, led by Adams. That also have its own, So these people here, these are different entities that needs to collaborate together. We have in Edo, Don Pedro is there. As one man who's also agitating for the Bende. Okay? It's not now you get what I'm saying, sir. So when I talk about one man, I'm trying to talk about these men are actually commanding armies. So whatever they tell their armies, that's what they do. So if they are able to sit on a round table talk, then the people want to follow whatsoever the decision of their leaders. We can't speak to the followers now because they are already ready to follow this leader of theirs. And that's making it difficult for people like me to be able to penetrate them. So what I do today is to see how I can be able to work on these leaders in order for them to see reasons with my submission. Then they can be able to change their tactics of communication with their followers in order for them to now also get an orientation that this is the new way to follow. Just in Lincoln. So if we can build on the wrong foundation called Nigeria, we must go back to the foundation before the wrong foundation. And that foundation is the Southern Nigeria that was always once One, before the creation of the Nigerian state. That's where I'm coming from. In this modern world, we can't break away without us not having an agreement, particularly in a certain region that have similar culture, similar tradition, and similar way of life, and similar reasons. We must have that unity on our side for us to be able to table wherever we want to table with the opposite side, which we are completely different in thinking and in doings. So that is the essence of the United South that I am championing. If you want to break it, fine. If you want a United South against the United North, fine. Whatever you want. But the first is we must unite as a people. We must speak in one voice, we must operate like one, we must think like one. There are many Easterners who believe in what I believe in today. There are many Westerners who believe what I believe in today. There are many Southerners who believe in what I believe in today. Okay, guys? There are many of them. There are so many Southerners from Edo who do not subscribe to my submission, where I come from. Yeah, there are many of them who do not subscribe to my submission because they already had an affiliation to a group who is anti-unity of the South. So their subscription is to that belief. So that makes it a little bit difficult for me to be able to penetrate these ones without not getting across to their leaders, who are their commandant, who they listen to without questioning. You know, for example, if I'm able to bring Unadi Kanu, Asari Dokubo, grandson, and these other guys into a round table, and they decide to agree, the battle is won already, guys. Believe it or not, you can say these guys are inconsequential in this race, but they are not. They have a voice because they actually control some level of people, whether on the social media space or on the ground. We might not believe or accept the way Mano Nadikanu operates, but we will not take away the fact that he has command of 50% of the Igbo youths in the East. And he has command of 80% of the Igbo youth in diaspora. So such a man should not be waved off like this as inconsequential. That is my take. That's why you see, that's why the personality comes in. Because these personalities, they are not just human, they became entity by the reason of the people that follows them. Okay, guys, now you get it now. Why I am talking about personalities and ethnic entity. Because there is a link. One lists the people. Because you must get an intermediary. Who are these people today who controls some level of people from different sections of the region? And these people are working parallel on the parallel line, working against each other, which will not actually give us the freedom that we want. It won't give us the freedom. Rather, it will only set us back to where we never want to be. So, the unity is the way, the only way, the single way, the true way. With that, you and I can do the unthinkable. I believe strongly. After the NSAS protest, I knew if we were able to sustain that unity for 6 months in the South, we will either change Nigeria restructure Nigeria or we break Nigeria. Sheyi Makinde, the governor of Oyo State, wrote, "We do not need a Yoruba presidency, but rather we need restructuring." That when we have a restructured nation, nobody cares who is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That is a governor who is already submitting to the ideology of the youth, who is clamoring for restructuring. You see that now? So, if we decide to come together in agreement, it will make these leaders helpless. It will make all of them helpless. They will start dancing to our tunes. You saw during the NSAS, nearly all the leaders in the South were already dancing to our tunes before the whole thing was hijacked by some of us. They were already dancing to our tunes. Everybody say, yeah, it is your right to protest, but do it within the ambits of the law. That was submission. They knew the game was over. They knew the die was being cast. So they had to do everything humanly possible to discredit the peaceful protests in order to give it a bad name. And why did they succeed? This unity among the youth. So, when that happened, the purpose was defeated. But there is something that the NSAS protest has already given us, that we can unite and change the narrative. If only we agree to do this. Every region in the South, we are the same with little differences. So let's put that difference aside. Let's put that personal, what is it called? Your personal interests. Let's put it aside. What is actually killing the South is personal interests. That's what is actually killing the South. Personal interest. If we can put the personal interest aside and put the interest of the people at our front burner, we will go far as a people. But the moment we continuously to put this same interest above the interest of the other Satanás, we will remain in this battle. Let me give you an example. In 1999, Olusegun Obasanjo became the president of Nigeria. In 2007, Umaru Shehu Musa Yar'Adua became the president of Nigeria. He died halfway. That is the South, the North. The South was from the West, which is Yoruba. Then Jonathan wrestled power with them because Jonathan's presidency was accidental presidency. We also should know that. It was accidental. For 2 years of Yar'Adua and 4 years of his reign, he was kicked out of government. The Buhari came in. So now, let's say, call it 2-2 right now. Now, the West had president before. The North had president before. Because the North always call itself one. So nobody who actually know which part of the North is the North. Okay? Then when it gets to the South again in 2023, because of the disunity in the South, they've not been able to decide who they're going to present as a president. Tinubu is already running around the entire state, clamoring to take over government. Whereby the East, since the 1960s coup of January 15, have not been returned back to the government house at the federal level. Doesn't matter what we think. They have not been able to return back to the government house since 1966, January 15 coup. Now that it is coming to the South, for us to have put our personal interest behind and put the interest of the South at the front burner. But one man right now, this is what I'm saying now, because it's a man, but it's an entity. It has a lot of followers. They're already jetting around the town, flying from one state to another, doing consultations here and there, spending money to lobby senators, governors, political, heavyweight in each of the states, in order for them to now be able to incorporate him as the next president of the nation, candidate of the nation. Whereas, by human thinking alone, he would have considered the position to the East, which is actually the one that have not tasted power since 1966 coup. But no, that is my point. It is the creation of disunity among the people. Everybody is running his own race, not the race for the common development of the South. Rather than negotiating, there is what we call imposition. So these are some of the things I am trying to bring to the notice of the general public to understand where I am going to. So when I'm talking about unity, we are divided for selfish reasons, not for the interest of the common man, guys. Many of our leaders, political, social, economical, or whatever, we are actually divided for our personal interests, not the interest of the common man. If you ask Tinubu, for example, why do you want to be a president? Just like his friend, Buhari, they have no reason. They just want to be a president because they want a title, GCFRO or CON. That's all. They don't have reason why they love to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They have no plan. So if you and I cannot unite, I said, no, this must stop. And I create a way more articulate platform whereby the unity of the South will be put into the front burner, we can be able to make a very dramatic change in the scheme of things in the South. Have you seen the way as manner the South, the East, and the West are fighting for who to become the president? The North now is now lobbying the South to give them vice president. Get this now. Now, the political class in the Southwest and the Southeast are already fighting dirty on who to produce the next president of Nigeria. Now, when it's not saw what is happening, they are not trying to work with the South to pick one of the South criminals to become vice president to them, in order for them to jetty power away from the South again. And I tell you, if any of these criminals in the South today gets that position, they will betray the interests of their people because they want to become the number 2 man. Self-grade. Not the interest of the people, but personal interest. That we need to stop. This man, sometimes when I look at these guys, I say, okay, Tinubu, you are a multi-billionaire in dollars. You've made so much money from politics. All you need is just power to consolidate the wealth you've made, to be former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That's all you need, is the name, not the money. Not the money. You've made so much crazy money that you want to add to your title, former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, before you go to your grave. Now, do you know there are many leaders in the developed world who never veered for political position? From the onset, they have been elder statesmen. They work from behind. They sponsor people. They make people to get to the top of the political career without them not showing on the scene. Unity is the only thing that can make us assist as a region to succeed the war, the fight that is about to engulf our region. I'm telling you guys, it's only unity, nothing more. No. Nothing, guys. I'm trying to tell you now, nothing. No. If we not do this thing where we might end up crying one day and say, God, if we had known. Well, I said, if we had known. Nothing, guys. Nothing more than unity. We do it in Europe, we succeed. Why can't we do the same in Nigeria and make a change? Why? Why must we continue to destroy one another? Or because we want to get some political points? That is not workable, guys. Let's stop all form of hatred. Let's unite together. Let's fight one cause. Let's make the South great again. Let's restore the honor, the dignity that we had before these criminals called the colonial masters, who came to impose this very particular contraction called Nigeria on us. That wasn't our idea. We never liked it. We never bargained for it. We are cajoled into the mess we are today. And I beg you guys, we can fix it by uniting together to make a decision that will change the narratives of things. I'm going to enter you today, guys, because I'm so tired. Like I said, in the last 1 month now, I've not been sleeping so well. 2 weeks ago now, I've not been sleeping so now 4 hours every day. And sometimes I talk for about 5-6 hours daily. So it's not really an easy job, and sometimes I get so weak. But I just have to come out and give you guys the news and the analysis of what I believe in. So that you see me, sometimes I come out, I'm so, like now, in the morning I have so much energy because I just wake up. In the evening I'm already weak because all through the day also I have 1 or 2 things to do, as a man, and I end up being so weak and all that and that. But I want to thank God that we are moving on. If this is the cause that I need to carry to see that we can make Nigeria better and more unified, then I'm ready to go with it. At the end of the day, all the glory and honor will be, to God, and Nigeria will be, and the South will be free. My only joy to see is South free. It's free. It's free. A free South is what I want. That's just what I want. Nothing more. Let's unite together. Let's come to the table. Let's present our facts and figures. Accept it or leave it. Become the option. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow again. God bless you all. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to come in at around 10 o'clock instead of 8 in the morning. So, guys, I'm going to come in around 10 o'clock. Tomorrow is Friday. We come at around 10 for the morning show. Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate you guys, man. So any kind of question, just can drop any question here for us if there's any question. You can drop a question for us here so that I can look into a question. Those people, they will not want to bring, they will not want to come, Lady Ben. Those idiots will not want to come. They are criminals. They are very happy that this country, Nigeria, is like this, because that's their plan before. They know that if Nigeria unite, we're going to be a more better country. Those idiots will not come. We don't write petition tired. They will not come. They are fools. This is just what they want. Okay, guys, let me tell you something. Let me deviate a little bit from unity. Maybe one of these, I'm going to talk about why they actually sold Africa. This guy divided Africa as a business empire, particularly the Black Africans. They had little regard for the one they call the North Africans, who are actually Arabs. When Arabs invaded Egypt, Algeria, Morocco, and all those areas, they actually killed a lot of the Black that were living there, and they took over the land. Because the fear of the way the Arab were actually operating then, the white were also afraid of them. So they colonized them, but they gave them some level of liberty. That's if you go to this area, you have a lot of development there. There is no interference from these people, the way they interfere in the day-to-day affair of the African people, the Black Africans. Number two, I don't know what is the problem of a Black man. I've done a series, one of my videos here, I don't know many of you follow me. I said, is black really cursed? Yeah, I made a video like that. I had a question, are we really cursed as a people? Are we really cursed? I made a video. I asked that question in my video. Are blacks really cursed? And when you see a Black man, you see poverty. Anywhere. 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 You see a Black man, you see poverty. You see greed. So my question was, are we really cursed people? Or is it just some things that just happen that we cannot be able to talk about? What is actually the reason why the Black had become who they are today? Are we really cursed people? But that's not going to be the topic for today, guys. It's going to be a topic for another day. So any more question, please? Why I go away? Any question? Let me just give 5 minutes for questions. Anyone here with questions, please? Any question, guys? Okay, If no question, thank you very much, guys. We see tomorrow by His grace. Have a blessed day. And bye for now.